It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Now that our meal is done,
Okay.
we've had a great episode, which you should go back and watch, by the way. I've got 5 questions for you.
Oh,
Are you ready
gotcha,
for
gotcha,
some
gotcha.
more?
I think so. I should have asked you these questions ahead of time because I like thinking about this stuff. But are they food based? Or?
They're pretty much, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. What do we got?
Okay,
Fire
question
it up.
number 1.
Mm-hmm.
What is the worst meal to eat on a first date?
One time in the 10th grade, we had Subway, and all the pieces of it, like the lettuce was falling and stuff, and anything that kind of like crumbles and makes it look like you can't eat,
Yeah.
is I would advise that being kind of bad.
Yeah. Okay.
One time I ate a sub. This wasn't on a date, but this is another time Subway can backfire on you. Is I had a meatball sub and I ate it, and then a meatball shot boom into my face, rolled all the way down. I was sitting on my lap, rocketed off my lap into my open backpack. So yeah, no offense to Subway, but I don't think you want to look good.
What do they call that when like the ball goes through
Rube Goldberg's machine? Rube, how was it?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think I'm mispronouncing that because Rune Goldberg is I'm pretty sure he's a professional skateboarder from Finland or something.
But there's that effect of that's really awesome. All right, question number 2.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite late night snack, Marc Hallworth?
You know, it's been a kind of handy one. Like Eggo waffles with some maple syrup on them, and just putting that in the. Yeah, literally. Sometimes your eyes are so much bigger than your stomach. They don't need. So you get home and you're like, nice, and you're like looking in your fridge or whatever, and then you fire up something massive, and you take 2 bites of it, and then you're like satisfied, but then you're like, oops, I made all this. That's what I imagine. You kept talking about this being a late night snack or whatever post show. This is way more. Like if this was in the fridge, you're talking because you can enjoy it cold too.
Honestly, I would do like something like this.
What was that?
Like just. This was holding some, but like a just a bite.
This amount.
Yeah,
totally.
I
That'd be
would do
perfect.
it like that.
Well, you were talking about having it in the fridge being cold or whatever. Because you can have it hot or cold. A bowl of this after a show, that would be a great late night snack.
So good.
But like KD or something after a show is like way more than you would ever need.
I know.
I like how this is my second mention of KD. So
I'll pull out food in my mouth.
I'm not gonna say.
Question number 3.
Mm-hmm.
What is a dish that takes you back to childhood?
Other than that one you were talking about, that we were talking about earlier with the move fleet. That one's a childhood-based one. What's neat about that one is that it took me a minute to realize how good it was because the muscles are all like wormy and wiggly and stuff. And when you're a kid, you're like, this is disgusting. This is rubber, you know? And then eventually I was like, oh, this is great. And then my buddy visited my parents' place. We were like maybe 13 at the time. Mm-hmm. And I had gotten used to muscles and their wiggliness and their rubberiness. But my buddy was like, you could tell first time, like, I hate this. Yeah. And my mom, but I was like, and he was like, he had like 2 and was like, I'm full. I was like, there's no way you're full. These are tiny. And you're like a 13-year-old boy who's like an eating machine at this age.
That's awesome. For me, escargot was the thing I really liked as a kid. So.
When was the last time you had an escargot?
I remember the last time I ate escargot, there was a slight bit of food poisoning for the old Kelster, and I never had it again. I think I last had it in 1986.
Can I ask, who's calling you the old Kelster? is that what people call you? I've known you for like 14 years. I don't think I've ever heard it.
2016, yeah. That's when I did my first episode.
That is wild. I feel like I've known you for decades.
A lot of people have because I check their shows.
I guess so. What would that have been at? Second City or something? Or
Second City or Big City Improv or Bad Bad Theater or
That's cool. That rules. Yeah, that's probably I guess how it would be neat to go on Facebook and do the see friendship thing and
right. Well, that's how long we've been Facebook friends.
But it might have things in there being like, what a delight to see old Kelster in the booth.
All right, question number 4. I think the more controversial of my 5 questions. Marc Hallworth, is a hamburger a sandwich?
I suppose. Yes. I got no problem with it being called a sandwich. What would be the arguments against it? I've never really...
A lot of people feel like it's its own thing. There's in my opinion, weak arguments against it, because I'm like, it's bread, meat, bread. That's a sandwich.
That's what I would imagine.
But people put a hamburger in another category. But then it used to be called hamburger sandwich when it started to come on menus, and then it kind of split. It's in a different category on the menu.
That's the thing with even on a menu, like at a bar, if there was a heading that said sandwiches and then there was like BLT, how mad would people be?
If you saw hamburger in that list, would you be annoyed?
I wouldn't be upset. That's a really good point. I never really thought about it. Also, as a broke person, I don't want to get multiple different types of bread in my house. You know what I mean? So if I'm cooking up burgers, oh God forbid they're between 2 pieces of brown bread, or even I don't think I would care. But I wonder. I don't think I would care. I would notice it. I'd be like, oh, this isn't a hamburger bun. But I wouldn't be the kind of person to be like, pish posh. I'm not eating this. Yeah. I say pish posh on a lot of things, but I wouldn't do it. I'm pretty uptight.
You know who also says pish posh? The old Kelster.
Not the new one. The
old adventures of New Kelster. Final question, number 5. Should Ben and Jerry knock on your door and say, hey Mark, we are naming an ice cream after you? What, pray tell, would they call it? And if it helps get you to an answer, what would be in your dream ice cream?
Yeah. So in promotion of my album, it would be called Happy Pappy.
Oh, yes.
Which, by the way, give a listen to my album. Yeah. But what would be in it? It would be really sweet. There would be tons of stuff. So I love, ice cream wise, I love when there's crap in it, where there's chunks. You know what I mean? Where there's like roll up ice cream is awesome. But I got nothing against bubblegum ice cream and that kind of stuff. Whenever you're eating and then there's a chunk of something. Yeah. So I think I would have some kind of combo that would be probably pretty sweet. Have you ever had strawberry ice cream where there's chunks of strawberry in it? Yes. Yeah. So it would be like that. I hate to say it. It would be like that with cookie dough chunks and with the bubblegum ones maybe. There'd be a bunch of chunks. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It would be another good name.
Bunch of chunks.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
God, your heart will stop. It'll be served with like an EpiPen. It'll be great. That's awesome.
It'll come in an ambulance.
Yeah, they deliver it to you. They wait. They watch you eat it. You have to eat the whole thing right there. And then they take you immediately out. And like, pump you? What happens after that? They pump your stomach or something?
I've never experienced that. I don't know.
Never had a hospital watch me eat. That's wicked. And Happy Pappy. Also, check out the album. Do me a favor.